Imagine cracking open a forgotten vault inside your own body and finding a sun roaring at full blaze, warm enough to melt doubt, bright enough to light up your entire life. Sounds wild, right? Yet every culture that ever gazed at the night sky believed the same thing, that each of us hides the very furnace that forged those stars. Today we're dusting off that cosmic ignition key and learning how to turn it. Welcome to the art of sexual alchemy. Wait, sexual what? Let's get something straight from the jump. Sexual alchemy isn't about bedroom gymnastics or flashy Tantra workshops with incense and a pan flute soundtrack. Nope. Think of it like spiritual recycling. You take raw, sizzling desire, the kind that normally fizzes out in 5 minutes, and run it through an inner distillery. Out the other side comes rocket fuel for creativity, laser-sharp focus, and a vibe so magnetic people swear the room tilts when you walk in. Picture desire as electricity in an uninsulated wire. Powerful but messy, sparking, maybe dangerous. Alchemy is the rubber coating that directs that current exactly where you need it. Projects, healing, manifestation, without frying the circuits. Why the ancients guarded this like dragon treasure. Ever notice how every big civilization left behind two kinds of relics? Public stuff anyone can see, temples, pyramids, statues, and coded stuff only the initiates could read. Whether it was Egypt's Ka, India's Shakti, or China's Jing Chai, they were all pointing at the same battery pack. They locked that knowledge up because power plus ignorance equals chaos. Imagine handing a toddler the launch code's bad idea. Fast forward to us, scrolling through life at 5G speed, leaking energy through endless notifications. The paradox? The secrets are no longer hidden. We're just too distracted to notice them glowing right under our thumbs. Your inner engine room, meet the Dantian. Let's zoom in. Roughly 2 finger widths below your navel sits what Taoists call the lower Dantian, the body's power bank. Japanese martial artists know it as the hara. Modern biohackers call it the gut-brain axis. Whatever label, it's the same hotspot where raw sexual charge gathers. Try this micro exercise. Breathe in slowly, like you're inflating a balloon behind your belly button. Hold for a beat, then exhale through the nose. Feel that gentle warmth. That's your pilot light. Most of us ignore it until stress dumps a bucket of ice water on it, leaving us tired and uninspired. Feed it daily though, and it turns into a forge that shapes reality like molten steel. The polarity puzzle, dancing with yin and yang. Inside, every one of us lives a cosmic odd couple. The focused, arrow-straight masculine current. Yang, and the receptive, ocean-wide feminine current. Yin. Think of them as 2 magnetic poles on the same battery. When they're balanced, energy flows in a perfect loop, like a train that never loses speed. When one side dominates grinding hustle without rest, or endless daydreaming without action, the circuit shorts and the train stalls. Sexual alchemy flips the breaker back on. It invites the headstrong warrior, Yang, and the intuitive sage, Yin, to sit at the same table. The magic word here is integration, not muting one voice, but letting them harmonize, like bass and treble, blending into a killer track. Breath, your built-in elevator. Quick quiz. What's the only bodily function that runs unconsciously, but can be hijacked consciously at any moment? Breath. That makes it the perfect remote control for energy. In alchemy, slow nasal breathing is less relaxation technique and more hydraulic lift, raising raw charge from the pelvic floor to the crown, like a glowing elevator. Next time you feel a surge, could be excitement, creativity, or, yes, arousal. Pause. Inhale for a count of 5. Imagine that spark shooting up the spine. Exhale gently, and picture it settling behind the heart. Congratulations, you just performed step 1 of transmutation, no lab coat required. The inner smile, turning embers into gold. Taoist sages taught a practice called the inner smile. You literally beam gratitude at your organs, as if you're sending them thank you notes. Sounds cheesy until you try it during an energy surge. Gratitude lifts the charge's vibration, like forging crude iron into gleaming gold. Science agrees positive emotions shift neurochemistry, boosting dopamine and oxytocin. The yes, life rocks cocktail. So when desire sparks, don't swat it away or let it leak out. Smile inward, breathe slow, and feel the raw fire swirl up toward the heart. You're not suppressing, you're refining. Desire, from wild stallion to racehorse. Unrefined desire is a bucking stallion, thrilling but liable to kick your plans in the teeth. Harness it, and it turns into a racehorse that wins you trophies. The key? Intention. Before the energy reaches a boiling point, ask, where do I want this power to flow? Maybe it's a book you've been procrastinating on, a relationship needing warmth, or a startup idea gasping for momentum. Point the hose, then open the valve. Energy loves direction, like water loves gravity. Give it a downhill path, lined with clear goals, and it rushes forward, carving canyons of change through solid rock. Myth busting. It's not celibacy, it's conservation. Let's kill a big myth. Sexual alchemy does not demand monk-level celibacy. It demands mindful stewardship. Think of money hoard every penny and life gets bleak. Blow it all on lattes and you're broke. Smart investing grows wealth. Same with sexual energy. Reckless spending drains you, total lockdown starves you. Conscious circulation, investing in creativity, health, and soulful connection, builds compound interest. Yes, sometimes that means saying no to quick dopamine hits, but only so you can say a resounding yes to bigger, brighter payoffs. The 24-hour laboratory. Here's the kicker. You don't need Himalayan caves or secret societies. Your daily routine is the lab. Morning stretches, perfect for gathering energy. Midday slump, ideal moment to breathe it up the spine. Evening journaling, time to fuse desire with crystal clear intentions. Even scrolling social media can be an alchemical drill. Notice triggers, reclaim scattered attention, pull energy back home. Sexual alchemy is less about adding practices and more about infusing the ones you already do with awareness. Every breath becomes a bell that reminds you, fuel is flowing, where am I steering it? The microcosmic orbit, your personal power grid. Think of your body as a city at night. The spine is Main Street. The front of your torso is Riverside Drive. The Taoists discovered that when energy circles along this loop, up the back, over the head, down the front, and back to the belly, it lights up every neighborhood. They called it the microcosmic orbit. How to ride the loop. Sit or stand tall. Spine straight, but relaxed like a tree, rooted yet swaying. Focus on the tailbone. Inhale slowly through the nose, imagining energy rising one vertebrae at a time. Crown checkpoint. When the breath peaks at the top of your head, pause a heartbeat, feel a subtle zing. Exhale down the front. Let that spark slide behind the forehead, throat, heart, solar plexus, and back into the belly. Do 5 circuits, morning and night. At first it may feel like tracing a crayon line inside a coloring book. Give it a week, and you'll swear neon tubes switched on beneath your skin. Emotion is the alchemist's acid and base. Remember high school chem class? Pour acid on metal. You get fizz and smoke. Add base. Things cool down. Emotions work the same way on sexual energy. They're catalysts. Raw lust alone is volatile, like nitroglycerin in a shaky backpack. Mix it with elevated emotion, and it stabilizes into rocket propellant. Sublimation in 3 moves. Catch the spark. The instant you feel desire, a flirty text, a flash of inspiration. Freeze the frame in your mind. Name the feeling. Excitement, curiosity, playfulness. Labeling Thames the wild horse. Spice it up with gratitude. Picture your heart pouring golden honey over that spark. Gratitude raises the frequency, turning animal instinct into creative gold. Do this mid-conversation, mid-email, mid-workout, anytime the ember glows. You're basically running OS-level upgrades on the fly. The thought-emotion fusion reactor. Neuroscientists say neurons that fire together wire together. Mystics said it centuries earlier. Thought plus emotion equals destiny. Sexual alchemy just supplies the high-voltage battery. Here's a 3-minute drill to weld vision and feeling into reality metal. Lock the image. See your goal in UHD book launch, healed relationship, debt-free bank screen, whatever lights you up. Ignite sensation. Breathe up the spine, orbit style, until your scalp tingles. Let the circuits merge. Exhale into the heart and visualize your dream glowing there like a hologram. Feel it as already done. Repeat daily. You're coding the universe with emotional photons. Give it 30 days and watch synchronicities line up like dominoes. Guarding the charge, plugging the energy leaks. You wouldn't pour premium fuel into a tank riddled with holes. Same logic applies to your vibe. The 3 biggest leaks: overstimulation, junk media, and energy vampires. Overstimulation, endless scrolling sprays your life force across cat videos and ads. Junk media, violent news and gossip train the orbit to loop through fear, not creativity. Energy vampires, folks who treat your attention like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Solution: install healthy boundaries like circuit breakers. Schedule phone-free zones, curate an only uplift media diet, and practice the sacred art of no thanks. Every bit of energy you save goes back into the manifestation reactor. The power of paired practice alchemy for 2. Solo work is epic, but want to supercharge? Try conscious partnership. Think of 2 tuning forks amplifying each other's resonance. The rules of the game: shared intention. Before intimacy, speak aloud a joint vision: health, abundance, planetary peace. Whatever sparks both hearts. Slow it down. Park the race car speeds. Breathe together, eye gaze, circulate the orbit as one system. Finish with fusion. Instead of explosive release, guide the rising wave into the heart. Then rest forehead to forehead, soaking in that pooled radiance. Done right, even 5 minutes can feel like plugging both souls into a divine power station. Food, movement, and the body battery. Alchemy isn't only breath and mindset. The body's chemistry must support the voltage. Think of diet and exercise as software updates for your cells. Eat colors that grew under sunlight. Fruits, veggies, grains, they carry the same photonic info you're trying to channel. Hydrate like it's your side hustle. Water is the conductor. Old alchemists called it the universal solvent for a reason. Move in spirals. Yoga, qigong, dance. Linear reps build muscle. Spirals build flow, lubricating those subtle channels we lit up with the orbit. Treat your body like a temple laboratory combo, and it rewards you with clearer signals and fewer short circuits. Shadow work cleaning the cauldron. Ever try cooking gourmet soup in a rusty pot? Past traumas, guilt, and shame are that rust. Sexual alchemy demands polishing the vessel. No need to dread this step. Think of it as draining old engine oil. Try this flash flood method. Journal one painful memory for 10 minutes freestyle, no censor. Close the notebook, stand up, and shake the body like a dog after a swim. Breathe up the spine, exhale through the soles, visualizing sludge leaving the feet into the earth. Results: lighter orbit, brighter aura, sweeter manifestations. Rinse and repeat whenever emotional gunk bubbles up. The 72-hour raw momentum over perfection. Miss a day? Energy dipped after an all-nighter? Relax. The body's charge resets in roughly 72 hours. like a grace period before late fees kick in. Get back on the breath, run a few orbits, drink water, sleep deep. Perfectionism kills more dreams than laziness ever will. Consistent return is the secret sauce. Proof in the pixels, spotting real-world changes. Wondering if you're doing it right? Watch for these early markers. Random compliments about your glow. Serendipities, perfect parking spots. Surprise checks, dream collaborators sliding into DMs. Creative surges at weird hours, mid-shower breakthroughs. 2a. M. Idea storms. When these pop up, celebrate. Positive emotion seals the new neural groove, telling the universe, yes, more of that please. What if every challenge you face was really a secret booster rocket, every dream a schematic, and every night's sleep an open workshop? Strap in, this last stretch turns your newly minted lightning bolts into precision-guided miracles. Sigil crafting, turning doodles into destiny. Ever sign your name on a touchscreen and watch money disappear from your bank? That little squiggle moved mountains of data. Sigils work the same way, only you're signing checks to the universe. Quick start recipe. Craft a clear statement. I speak confidently on camera. No negatives, no maybes. Delete, repeat letters, mash what's left. ISPEAKC, ONFDLY. ONMR, funky alphabet soup. Sketch a symbol. Fuse those letters into one stylish glyph. Think band logo meets secret rune. Charge it up. Breathe energy up the spine. Feel your heart buzz. Then stare at the sigil until it burns behind closed eyes. Forget it. Yup, dunk it in the subconscious and walk away. The orbit carries the order slip to Cosmic HQ. Within days, you'll notice subtle nudges, articles, mentors, random invitations, breadcrumbs, leading straight to your goal. Lucid Dream Alchemy, Reality's After-Hours Lab. Picture your nightly REM cycles as VIP access to a zero-gravity 3D printer. In lucid dreams, you can rehearse skills, test timelines, even meet your future self for coffee. How to punch the dream clock. Reality checks. All day, ask, am I dreaming? And press a finger through your palm. Habit bleeds into sleep one night. The finger slips through like warm butter. And boom, lucidity. Spin up the orbit. In the dream, breathe deep. Feel that familiar rise from spine to crown. The scenery vibrates brighter. Command the canvas. Want to practice a speech? Summon an audience. Need healing? Picture golden light sluicing through every cell. No lag, no limits. Minutes in dream time equal weeks of muscle memory and mindset upgrades. Wake up, journal wins, and watch the waking world updating setbacks into force. Alchemists loved paradox. Poison distilled becomes medicine. Lead becomes gold. Here's your modern flip trick. When life smacks you with failure, a botched launch, heartbreak, desk-slamming rejection, don't drain energy by asking, why me? Instead, ask, where's the spring-loaded gift? 3-step pivot. Feel it fully. 90 seconds max shake, shout, cry. Move the charge, don't bottle it. Harvest data. What belief, skill, or alliance was missing? Inject desire. Convert the ache into a crystal-clear vision of its opposite. Breathe the raw emotion up the spine. Weld it to that vision. Congratulations, you've just turned a flat tire into rocket fuel. Fail fast, transmute faster, rise higher. Ritual stacking alchemy on autopilot. Remember how we snuck awareness into daily habits? Time to build a stack, several mini rituals chained like train cars. Morning, tongue scrape, remove night toxins. 5 orbits gratitude journaling. Midday, breath set plus sigil glance between meetings. Evening, sunset walk, spine stretch spirals. Inner smile shower. Pre-sleep, lucid intent script. Tonight I wake in the dream and practice goal. Stacks collapse decision fatigue, turning mastery into muscle memory. The coherence crew magnetism multiplied. Solo work rocks, but group resonance is a force multiplier. Grab a few like-minded friends, online counts, and agree to sync intentions every Sunday. 5 minutes of shared orbit breathing, while focusing on a common goal: climate healing, abundance for all, peace in a hotspot, creates a field measurable with heart rate variability tech. Studies show synchronized hearts shift local electromagnetic fields. Translation: your little circle becomes a broadcast tower, and reality tunes in. Your 30-day master plan. Ready for a test flight? Days 110, Foundation. Orbit practice twice daily. Cut energy leaks. Doom scroll detox. Days 11-20, Amplify. Add sigil crafting, a nightly lucid dream prep, stack breath, and intention during workouts or chores. Days 21-30, Launch. Pick one audacious outcome: new client, viral post, healed rift, fused desire, plus elevated emotion daily. Track synchronicities like a detective. Commit fully. Half-hearted alchemy is like half-baked cake, messy and disappointing. Graduation isn't the finish line. Hit day 30 and you'll feel different: lighter, sharper, magnetic. That's stage 1. Real mastery is a spiral staircase, each loop revealing deeper layers, finer energy channels, subtler emotions, bigger communal visions. The point isn't perfection, it's perpetual evolution. Cosmic DLC drops every time you level up. Final charge: light the beacon. Take a breath. Feel that subtle hum low in the belly. That stardust remembering itself. Rise it up, let it blaze behind your ribcage, and beam it out through your eyes like twin lighthouses. The world is teetering between despair and breakthrough. Your coherence tips the scale. So share this video, teach a friend the orbit, doodle a sigil on a sticky note, and slap it on your laptop. Every act of mindful creation sends ripples across the quantum lake, nudging timelines toward collective awakening. Remember, you were never just a passenger on this spinning rock. You are the hidden engine, the secret architect, the living philosopher's stone. Now go ahead, bend some reality, and do it with a grin. The universe loves a playful alchemist.